Hello guys, this will be my Blue Eyes White Dragon deck profile. This is not a meta deck, so I didn't include any cards that are not in the archetype of Blue Eyes cards. This deck is like as good as it can get with its engine, I guess. We play some cards in the extra deck that also help this strategy, but uh, most of the time we play Blue Eyes cards. Okay, so I'll show you everything. We will start from the main deck, and also I'm just letting you know that there will be a combo video that we can do some combos depend on what we start with in our hands. So we run of course 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons. This is the boss monster of the deck. This is the card that you need to see and have in your hand or graveyard in order to make your combos alive most of the times. Um, just make sure you run the secret rare, okay? I'm just kidding, but this is the LOB original print and it's in secret rare, so you must run it. It's from the CT14, the set, and I think this is the most beautiful Blue Eyes card that we have, because at this point we have like 80 prints of this card. It's the one of the most printed cards, and we have 80 prints, and this is the most beautiful one, in my opinion. So we run one Blue Eyes Alternative Dragon. This card pops a card on the field. It's soft once per turn. You can reveal a Blue Eyes White Dragon in your hand and special summon it. It doesn't require anything else. Basically, it's a free body because most of the times you will have a Blue Eyes in your hand, or you can search it. Okay. So this card is easily searchable. It's easily summonable. So it will give to your opponent some headaches. Okay, so one of those. Some people run two. It's okay, you can run two. I was running two. I am trying it right now at one because I've seen that it works and I'm keeping it this way. Now, One Abyss, Blue Eyes White Dragon. This card searches a ritual spell on summon, on special summoning, and at the end phase, if you control if you have a Blue Eyes White Dragon in your graveyard or field, it searches also a level 8 dragon from your deck. So it's very useful because you can have your full ritual combo package in your hand with only one card on the field. So this is very good. We run it at 1. Now we play 2 Blue Eyes Jet Dragons. This card is very new. One of the newest that we have. It basically protects every other face-up card that we have on the field. Your opponent has to go through this one first in order to be able to destroy other cards on the field that we control. If you have your Blue Eyes White Dragon on your field or graveyard, this is a barrier essentially, and this card also, when at the start of the damage step, if this card battles, you can return by targeting one card your opponent controls to the hand. So it pops, it protects, and also this card, if any other card is destroyed on the field by battle or card effect, you can special summon it from hand or graveyard. So this is one of the best cards that we have in the deck right now. We play it at 3, it's easily searchable and summonable, so and it's also level 8 that helps with your strategy. So at 2 I think it's the perfect ratio. Okay, 2 Nebula Dragon. This card deserves to be here at 2 if not 3 copies, because it special summons itself and another level 8 dragon, which we have plenty of, okay, in our deck. And basically it special summons 2 bodies in our field to help us go instantly to level 8 XYZ play. So 2 of those. Triple Sage with Eyes of Blue. This card, it's like one of the starters in our engine. It's a tuner, it's a spellcaster. it searches a level 1 tuner from our deck to our hand, and also if you have a non-effect monster on the field, you can send this card from your hand and the effect monster to the graveyard, both of them to the graveyard, to special summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon monster from the deck. Very good card. One of the best cards that we have is like Dictator of D. We play this card at 3, okay? So basically what this card does, it's like for cost it sends a Blue Eyes White Dragon from the deck to the grave, so your opponent won't be able to hit this card with us, because most of the times you do it because you need the Blue Eyes in the grave, so you will have your Blue Eyes on the grave no matter what. If you send it and it resolves, you can special summon this card from your hand to the field, and then you can discard the Blue Eyes White Dragon or a card that mentions Blue Eyes White Dragon from the hand to the grave to special summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon from the grave. Basically, if everything goes well, you can special summon this card and a Blue Eyes White Dragon from your graveyard for free, because you don't need to even normal summon. And if you do this and you have a Sage in your hand, you can target then the Dictator, send them to the grave, and also get another Blue Eyes for free. Also, as long as this card is on the field, you can pick the targets for your opponent where he will attack. So if you have this card and another big body on the field, you can control where your opponent attacks. So basically you can protect it from battle. We ran 1 stone of White Stone of Legend and 2 Fencings. Okay, so these are better because they special summon from the deck at the end phase, and this one adds from the deck to our hand a Blue Eyes White Dragon. It depends on what play you want to go. You can search accordingly with your Sage, and these cards are triggering. There are tuners, so they help you with your synchro plays, and also they trigger even if they get discarded. Now for the ritual package, we play like a Chaos Form and a Chaos Ritual Max. This card, I was running Advanced Ritual Art at the beginning, but I switched to this card because it's searchable, even though you don't control your, you haven't get to your Abyss Dragon, okay? This one, even if you don't have this one, you can search it through other cards that we run in the deck, and if you don't have this one, you don't need the Abyss, because you can still search this card with other cards that we have in the deck. So both of them are searchable through different things, through different cards, so we run those specific two. Now, triple Pot of Greed. Basically we have that many level 8s and we need them in the grave, so basically this card is a Pot of Greed for this deck. 1 for 1 and Dragon Shrine. These cards are basically both game starters. This one sends one normal monster from the deck to the grave, and then you can send an effect monster. So basically you can send your vanillas and then you can send your stones, and you get many effects without even normal summoning yet. The drawback is that it's once per turn. That's why we run only one of these and one for 1, because this card discards another monster to special summon a level 1 monster from our deck. So one of those. I was running 3 Melody of Awakening Dragon. Now I kept 2 in the deck because the big bodies that we have are like easy searchable through other cards that you have in the deck. You can use this card to discard your eggs in order to get their effects at the end phase. But I found that the sweet spot it's like at 2. Even if you draw 2 of these, if you have 2 of these in your hand, you can discard 1 and okay, still get their effect. But I think that at 2 it's the perfect ratio for now. But feel free to switch it if you feel like it doesn't work for you. Now to run 2 Ultimate Fusion. This is one of the best cards that we have in the deck because it helps us go to our fusion engine. without banishing or getting rid of monsters that we need. Basically, with these cards we shuffle them back in the deck and we are able to reuse them. And also this card destroys cards on the field up to the number of Blue Eyes White Dragon monsters that we control. So your opponent does not feel what kind of damage this card can do to him, because not only we can special summon big bodies on the field that they will destroy him, it also destroys cards before this card even has to attack or use its effect or something. So 2 of those, and they are easily searchable as well. 1 monster board, because this is a rogue deck, and if you can use a monster and then bring it back and then use it again, it's very good, because with this card you can use 2 times your alternatives effect, because it's soft once per turn. You can use your Abyss Dragon, trade it, use your trading with your Abyss, send to the graveyard, draw 2, activate a Monster Reborn, special summon it, get its effects, and you know what I mean. So Monster Reborn is very good in this deck. Okay, we play 1 Bingo Machine Go because it searches, very good card. Triple True Light. Most of the times I see deck profiles that have 1 or 2 of those Iron 3, because I think that this card, it's a searcher, it's a Monster Reborn or special summon engine from the hand or graveyard. So for a Blue Eyes White Dragon, it also provides with protection from being targeted. And also if you have these cards on the field and a jet, basically your jet protects this card from being destroyed. I think you can run it at 2. Feel free to cut it if you want to. Most of the time side out 1 in the game 2 or 3, it depends on how it goes, so you can play with this ratio and see for yourself. 1 Call by the Grave, because this is a rogue deck and hand traps really hurt, and if you can stop your opponent with their mechanics with your Call by the Grave, if you can do it by all means, because as long as we can have this card, because it's I think like at 3 it was very dangerous, okay, because most of the times you have to be afraid of it, but right now at 1 nobody really respects it. Ash Blossom, of course, one of the hand traps that hits most of the times every deck. It's not something special, you can easily side it out on game 3, 2 or 3, and use your side deck to fill these spots with more useful cards. And of course, for last hand trap, it's Infinity Permanence. This is a trap, and we run Blue Eyes Tyrant Dragon, so he can help you to set this card back in the deck. So this is for the main deck. Now we'll move to the extra deck. Okay, so we play of course the alternative Ultimate Dragon. This card, it's the biggest body that we have in the deck. It's the boss monster, it cannot be targeted or destroyed. You choose to target and destroy 1 card or 3 cards, depends on how you summoned it. Basically, most of the times when you summon this card, you know that you win, most of the times. We play Neo Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. This card can help you push for games, because you can send from your extra deck to the grave Blue Eyes monster up to 2 eyes per turn, and this card gains that many attacks. So it's a 45 beater, so if it attacks that many times, you most of the times win the game. We play 2 Tyrant Dragon. This card is unaffected by trap effects, and also it can attack all of your opponent's monsters. And at the end of the damage step, I think, yes, it adds a trap from the graveyard to your... it sets basically a trap from your graveyard to your spell and trap zone. So basically you can set your Infinity Permanence, your True Light, your Skill Drains, or other traps that we run in the extra deck that I will show you in a bit, in the side deck, sorry. So one Twin Burst Dragon. This card, it basically it's a contact fusion for your with two blue eyes white dragons that you control. This card can attack twice per turn, and if it does not destroy your opponent's monster, you can banish it. Okay, so this is very strong. We play the XYZ package, so we have one Draglubion, and then we run different cards that we can play with, depends on the scenarios. Okay, in different scenarios. So if you want to push for games, you go with number 100. If you want to be protected by spells, it's first turn, you can go with 38. If you have your skill drain, you can open Draglubion, make this body, so it's a 3k and a 4k beater, and you have skill drain on the field, so this is very big bodies for your opponent to pass upon them. So it depends what you want to use. So basically I run number 100, 107, 62 and 38, and of course Draglubion, it's very important in this deck. So for synchro monsters, we play one Spirit Dragon. This card, it's a Grave Renegade, it's a threat for pendulums, and also you can tag this out. It's a quick effect and special summon Azure that provides protection and from being destroyed and targeted, and also on the standby phase you special summon a non-effect monster from your graveyard. And Black Rose if you want to go for the aggressive plays. So this is the package for the synchros. And lastly for links, we play a Linkuriboh because you send your stones to the grave with this card and make them alive, and also this card provides you protection from battle. And a Hieratic Seal because this card non-targeting sends back to hand a card that is problematic from your opponent's field in their turn. So this is for the extra deck. Now let's go to the side deck. As I mentioned, we play of course 3 skill drain. This card it's mandatory to play when you have like opponents that have decks that activate many effects on the field, and they can easily out your blue eyes cards and traps and everything. So you stop their plays with a skill drain. Everybody that you have is basically a 3k beater or higher, so you won't have any problem to win the game with skill drain. Evenly matched, it's a broken card. I don't think it will be banned anytime soon, so as long as we have it, we have to play it, of course. And you can also set back every one of these cards with your Tyrant Dragon if they get destroyed. We play a non-fusion area at a playset of this because this card, you don't have to rely on your fusion summon plays. You have very big bodies in your XYs, synchros and your main decks monsters. So if you select Tearlaments or some decks that are heroes or any other fusion deck, Shadows and everything, you can activate your fusion area, and basically it's a game over for them if it's a full fusion deck. I play one Kaiju. I think this is the best one. It's a level 8, so if you have it in your hand and you don't need it, you can use it with trading and get a free draw 2. Then we play of course one Raigeki. Your opponent won't expect this card, and it really hurts meta decks right now because you can destroy their full board, and also if they don't want to lose their full board, they will negate it, so you will bait their negates with this card. A Feather Duster, very good card. 2 Lightning Storms because basically it's like the third copy of these, depends on what you need, and a Cosmic Cyclone. So this is a rock deck, guys. Don't expect too much of it. Have fun, play Yu-Gi-Oh! Okay, you don't always have to win. You have to play to enjoy the game, have a good time with friends and everything. I will make in the next few days a deck profile with a combo tutorial, and I will show you different hands that you can different combos that you can do depend on the hands and what cards you have in your hand. So I'll see you in the next one. So bye.